Fairing. Harris comfortably after a poor bounce. Winter to Stemper. Cunningham kept the pressure on. Winter round his body. Play on, the umpire says, touched off the boot. Turnbull kicks to nobody in particular. McIntosh tries to snag it. Ebert with one hand. Giles breaks Button's tackle. Button never quite got to him. Granger, Teal from the back with a fist. Ferring in the centre to Jenkins. A wobbly one by Jenkins. Bad bounce, good one for Norwood. Michael Annie. Handball. Michael Aish. Trying to put the pressure on in Greg Phillips. Greg Thomas tries to get in the road. Michael Aish to Michael Annie. No free kick. And it'll be a ball up.
It's a bad bit of umpiring, Bruce. I know it was unintentional, but he still grabbed the player high. That's definitely not on. It should have been a free kick, not paid. Right in front of the Norwood goal now. Phillips just tapping it down to Nagel. He's unloaded. Another bounce down. Could have stopped playing on. Phillips with a long 60-metre. Taken back into defensive action by Jim Till. Jenkins running past. It'll be Jim Till. Decides to kick it to Danny Jenkins. Jenkins loves to break clear on that half-back line. He does so and gets it to half-forward. Russell Johnston making quick ground to Ebert. Ebert nearly kicks into his own man. Bit of luck there as he kicks into Button. And coming across, Andrew Aish on centre wing.
Aish played very well, especially in the second term against Sturt last week. Now, he's got Fairing short, and that's the way he's going to go. Now, Fairing's usually a very long kick. Didn't get onto it. Hughes takes the chance. Greg Thomas over the top. Roberts, one goal. Roberts gets the first. Norwood a goal. Porter behind after 5 minutes. Fairing and Johnston. 6 minutes gone. Fairing won it. Michael Aish went without it. Kinnear with a screw punt. Hubbard and Schmal. Dumped on by Harris. Winter ducks his head. Miss Fosdyke. Michael Aish. Drop punt to McIntosh. McIntosh has got Nagel running. Goes long. Phillips and Button. Phillips almost. Recovers. Hanging on to Phillips. And the Port Adelaide champion will take a free kick.
Thought the umpire missed the first free, Bruce. I think Neil Button may have pushed him in the first instance. It was only the strength of Greg Phillips and enabled him to stand up, and he goes wide on his left foot to Ebert, taking somewhat of a chance, but it was a successful one. Ebert inaccurately. Andrew Aish to Michael Aish. Michael Aish to Turnbull. Doesn't find the body. Cunningham intercepting. Players going in, regardless of the injury at this stage. And a holding the ball decision played against Ivan Eckerman. Neil Button tackling him, and he chose to keep the ball underneath him. Then at the last second, he realised that no one was going to fall on top of him, and he tapped it out, but it was too late, and the umpire has penalised him for holding the ball.
Button playing in his 233rd league game. 50 metres out. Drop punt, strong kick, straight kick. Norwood 2 goals, 12 points. Port Adelaide 1 behind, and Button gets his first.
Yes, that was well played by Norwood to get it up there. They got the ball in the forward line, and Ivan Eckerman penalised for lying over the ball. And
Winter's picking up Harris for the moment. It's Fairing and Harris. Harris won it. Bradley and Jenkins. Winter's handball to the safety of the line almost. Turnbull just sits it up nicely for Michael Aish. Drop punt by Aish. Looking for Button, with him as Phillips. And it'll be a ball in. Gee, Phillips has started well, Robert.
Phillips played well. He'll do that. Looks like his shoulder is not causing him a great deal of difficulty. Out of bounds between wing and half forward for Norwood. Johnston. Button takes possession behind him. Bodies him out. Roberts is dropping back to take the ball on his body. He's tackled. Ivan Eckerman tackling him. Roberts running to the side, having taken the mark. Eckerman perhaps entitled on that occasion to think that Roberts was going to play on when he did run to the side. In fact, the umpire would have been quite within his rights to have called played on, but nevertheless, since he had not done so, Roberts will receive a 15-metre penalty for an interference before the umpire called play on.
Roberts has kicked 2. Norwood have got 3 within 10 minutes. Norwood lead 3 goals. Port Adelaide 1 point. Fosdyke to Keith Thomas, smothered brilliantly by Kinnear. Kinnear fell over. Button doing well now. Stephen Williams, again a ball up. Kinnear and Button.
Yes, Kinnear coming in when Button was on the ground, and Neil Button not impressed. I would think not. I don't know what Kim Kinnear was up to then. He had no right to come in. Andrew Ace will have to stay with him. He and Belton like to interchange and run into that line. See, Evans allowed to do what he likes in that forward line. Taken away by Jenkins to Greg Thomas. Greg Thomas to centre wing. Hoffner underneath it, he can't mark it. Neagle recovers best. Got an opportunity, beautiful pace and movement by the young fellow. Across the centre of the ground to Roberts. That's a very good kick. It had to be accurate because if Rocky missed it, the rebound was on for Port Adelaide. Roberts going short to Turnbull accurately, and Turnbull now 55, 60 metres from goal, requiring his best kick, but a slight trailing breeze would give him the opportunity.
That play of Neagle's on the centre wing was fantastic. His recovery was marvellous then.
He's got some great bursts of speed.
This will take Turnbull's very best. Drop punt is a strong one. Turnbull gets his first. Norwood a 4-1, Port a 1-3, 18 minutes in. Baker and Michaelani. Michael Aish, McIntosh, high drop punt. Greg Thomas and Eckerman. Roberts coming in late. Oh, yes. Not paid. Yes, it is paid. It's a great mark over the top. He looked the only player to hold it. Had the binoculars on him. He was first to touch it. Now, he missed one, Robert, from a bit closer in than this. Almost into time on. Roberts has got 2-1.
Port Adelaide just had 3 shots for goal, whilst Norwood have had 1, and Roberts with the opportunity now to sort of square it up, and he's done it. 24 and a half minutes into this first quarter. Norwood are now 5 goals, 1, 31. Leading Port Adelaide 3 goals for 22. Danny Jenkins loves to run away from that half-back line on rebound. He's kicked to the centre of the ground looking for Fosdyke. Doesn't get in. He's kept balanced though. Under pressure from Port Adelaide's Peter Hoffner. Hoffner working hard for the ball. Kinnear now with a chance. Receives a free kick for a trip.
No, I think the Button coming in high on him. Robert as Kinnear had fallen over.
Yeah, I just looked at the umpire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the umpire patted his foot.
Yeah,
Kinnear,
you're
Giles to half forward. A bit of a carry on behind the plate. No love lost there between Ray Button and Kinnear. Ray Button, Neil Button. Into the forward pocket. Norwood getting a favourable bounce to Jenkins. Jenkins on rebound.
Short. He's got Winter and Turnbull. Winter marks it. Now he can go to Keith Thomas. It'll sit for him. Good handball. Thomas uses Turnbull.
It's a fantastic handball.
Turnbull's drop punt. Roberts on a lead. He traps it beautifully. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh misses Button. Bad handball. Free kick will go against Port Adelaide for a free after disposal against McIntosh, and the Big Bear will have another shot within 40 metres.
That is careless play by Port Adelaide. They did it well. Gary McIntosh missing Neil Button's body. Remember Ray Button, as I call, used to play for Glenelg years ago.
Number 17, he used to hang up in the air forever.
Terrific mark.
Remember that mark at Albert, and he'll forget that. So Button from 40 metres out. Drop punt. He's got it. And so Norwood's Big Bear gets his second, and they're 6-1 and Port are 3-4 into time on.
Kicks to half forward. Button. Nagel. What magnificent reading. Beautifully done, Neil Button. Beautifully done, Richard Nagel. Button with 2 hands high in the air. Greg Phillips just spoiling it forward on what was a very dead spoil, you might say. Not getting much rebound off the spoil, and Nagel positioning himself in front. Kicks Norwood 7. Jim Michaelani. 15 metres to the front of the square. Andrew Asian behind poor Pleasure. Long handball forward there by Giles. Norwood called to play on through McIntosh. Free kick not paid. Or was paid, but they allowed to play on for an advantage. Bad down for Jenkins. Toole knocks it onto him. Frank Stemper evades and kicks accurately to Michael H.
Robert, that was an enormous high tackle on McIntosh, and he just rode it. Ace to Andrew Ace. Drop punt to the goal square. It's going straight. Michaelani's got it. Goal.
That ball settled in the air then, Bruce, with the wings. You can see it just bring it down at the last second. Michaelani flying high, just resting the ball on his body. Takes the mark and then pots it over the line for Norwood's 8th. They're 8-1. 4-5 to Port Adelaide.
What about that McIntosh? What is he, 17 or 18? He took Phillips's absolute best then, and then cost his side dearly by keeping going. He was so strong.
Oh, yes, he's a very strong man. He loves the close quarters. He's hesitating, of course, because there's loose men back there. He's got to come in short. Danny Jenkins takes it. Wayne Smart out here on the grandstand side. They may be able to get around the big fellow at half forward if they come down into this space. Andrew Asia with an opportunity now. They've got it into full forward. They've gone around the big ruckman. Michael Annie from the back. Roberts falls over. Recovers. Makes out to give it the button and gets a free kick for a trip. Legged as he went past. Some sections of the crowd very happy. Other sections not at all impressed.
3-1 Roberts has kicked today.
Tim Evans was given a couple in the first quarter. Now Norwood with an opportunity for a free kick to score a goal.
An important one because it will be against the run of play. 30 metres out. Drop punt. Goal. Port Adelaide defenders missing out there. It's 4-1 to Roberts and 8-1, 9-1 to Norwood to 6-8. Rocky showing the effect of the battle today.
Gallagher got down to that half-forward line very quickly then, Bruce. Ball knocked forward by Port Adelaide to Bradley. Ebert. Turnbull recovers for Norwood. Short to Michael H. Another bad bounce. Turnbull blocking for his teammate. He's left the Port Adelaide player lying prostrate on the ground as Bradley takes off through centre wing to centre half forward. Belton coming across the flight. Jim Michaelani dropping back into defence. Jenkins caught with the ball, but over the shoulder. He's slowed down, and the Port Adelaide player running into him. Greg Turnbull has caused that Port Adelaide player a little bit of concern out on the centre wing.
Martin Leslie it is.
He was hit in... No, it's Martin Leslie down on centre wing. He was hit in the head by that block by Turnbull.
So Jenkins. Granger gives away a foul after disposal. He gave away the free kick in the first place. A little play on. Small 2 bounces. 3, 4 to Button. The big bear couldn't take it. Now he can kick a goal. Button's got 3. 10-2 to 6-9. Jim Till congratulating David Granger, and Norwood are leading 62 to 45. For Pleasure caught by Andrew H. Jim Michaelani playing well to Neagle.
Martin Leslie getting a little upset after having been felled on centre wing.
Jim Till goes in just to explain that he shouldn't do that. This game has had everything, Robert. 10-2 to 6-9. Been some tremendous football.
Ferry knocked away strongly there for Port Adelaide by Baker. With a scramble in the goal. Thomas, that was falling on top. He gets a free kick. Is that free kick again, Bruce? The players falling over on top of the ball. The umpire's a little reluctant to play it today. Then on that occasion, they get it.
Richard Neagle still feeling the effect of the tackle by Martin Leslie. Keith Thomas's drop punt has gone straight through. So Thomas gets his first, and after 25 and a half minutes, Norwood are 11-2 to 6-9 in the second semi-final. Got up, Ross Porritt got in Eagles Road, and Phillips for the high one. Harris sets himself, magnificent mark, not paid. Will Granger just flattens Smale. That's very bad.
So this is what destroys the game.
But Bob Schofield saw that. Neagle comes off, Adler comes on.
Wild flinging of the arms is what the game is not all about. Not strong football, hip and shoulder, yes, but strong use of arms is not on.
I'll clarify what I said. He must have seen it because he paid a free kick.
Roberts is the danger man, of course, particularly with Norwood going with a win this quarter.
Button, Gallagher, Eckerman, Button, smothered. Gallagher's handball to Keith Thomas. Left foot of Michael H underneath it, and he takes them up.
Michael H just inside half-forward line, 45 metres from goal. Usually a very reliable kick, very skilled player. An opportunity to kick Norwood's 12th goal. It's a high kick and it's an accurate one. 12-2 Norwood, 8-11 Port Adelaide. Game playing at very close quarters. Obviously the players are getting a little bit tired now in the second half after a furious first half. One can expect a lot more scrambly play. Button and Johnston. Button to Michael Aish. Quickly to Turnbull. Michael Annie from the back. Phillips falls to ground. Michael Annie spins out of the pack. He's going to be a bit slow kicking it. Ross A just had the opportunity to tackle. Failed to do so. And Neville Roberts has been found with the pass. 20 metres from goal. Very accurate pass. Jim Michael Annie coming out of there like a spinning beanpole. No one touching him. Looked as though he had grease on him.
Roberts has kicked 4-2. It's 15 points the difference. Roberts has 5. Norwood have got 13-2 to 8-11.
Ball up. Forward pocket for Port Adelaide. Will Norwood be able to go on? They had a hard game last week. Port Adelaide have had a rest, or some of them. Some of the players played in the reserves. Leslie and Cunningham, two in question. Cunningham, ball drops from his hands. Play on as Norwood clear from defence. Phillips spoils. Michael Ace gets possession. Centre of the ground. Turnbull. Gallagher's made a lot of yards. Turnbull recovers. Gallagher has a look. Beautiful play. Gary McIntosh has been shifted from the centre. This time he doesn't miss. And once again we see Philip Gallagher and Greg Turnbull in the centre of the ground, keeping Norwood in front. They're 14-3, 87, 16 points ahead of Port Adelaide, 10-11, 71.
Gets around Michael Annie, left foot not all that good. Warhurst trapped it magnificently. Adler to Teal. What a game it's been. Teal short, Winters running, not a good kick, even made it. Gives it to Granger. Gallagher's tackle was magnificent. Warhurst short to Neagle. Neagle's got 50 metres, one bounce. Long drop punt. Now this is where Norwood are falling down. Greg Thomas flies early. Port Adelaide supreme back there. Danny Hughes. Roberts won't get to him. Hughes' drop punt. Belton and Andrew Aish. Now that's a free kick because Belton's been getting them all quarter.
He's given one away. Players diving on top of the ball. 15-metre penalty. 28 minutes into the quarter. Aish is standing on his own. Port Adelaide player there, ready to pick him up quickly though. In towards Button and Phillips. Phillips from the back, can't mark it. Thomas puts his hand on the ball, just knocks it out to Turnbull. And they've got it. It's a magnificent bit of play on the ground there. Ball knocked out. Turnbull getting possession, converting for the Redlegs. And they've scored yet again, 15-3, 18 shots for goal to 23 shots for goal. Port Adelaide there, 10 goals, 13. 2 points the difference. 12 minutes into the last quarter. Gallagher's moved into the half-forward line. Button and Johnston. Button laying it back in towards the centre. Picked up by Giles. He goes to kick it. And off the ground, Danny Jenkins, I think it was. No, it wasn't Danny Jenkins. Norwood player trapping off his boot was Greg Turnbull.
Adler getting set to come on. It's Button and Johnston. Button thumps it towards Neagle. Cunningham tries to run him down. Neagle with a little left footer. Eckerman back. Free kick to Neagle against Cunningham.
He wasn't paid for after disposal, but a high tackle on the kick and in the back. Quite correctly. Paul Belton having received a couple of free kicks for a very similar thing. Neagle. Foul play hasn't moved the muscle. Reminiscent of the 1978 Grand Final when Philip Gallagher won with a kick from not quite the same angle. And Richard Neagle has put the Redlegs back in front. And Philip Gallagher playing centre for Norwood, relieving.
Drop punt. Johnston setting himself. Keith Thomas waiting down. The handball very good. Gave McIntosh some hope. Free kick to McIntosh.
Played that well. Kept the ball just in front of him. Tony Giles slowing him down.
Drop punt. Roberts. Phillips. Out of play. And so at quarter time, Norwood led 7-1 to 4-4, 11-2 to 7-11 at half time, and 15-3 to 10-13 at three-quarter time, and there's 4 points of difference.
Button takes possession. He's tackled. He nearly took possession, I should have said. Adler, Hughes trying to kick it out of side. Ace recovers, but he can't take it. And Russell Ebert, then Ace gets up with it. Bad handball, Turble's following up. Turble's over and gets a free kick. He's done his favourite trick at the right moment. Falling forward, and guess who's complaining? Paul Belton. And guess who's got frees for that? In this match so far, none other than Paul Belton.
Might have been a bit lucky not to get 15, and that would have given Turville some hope.
I mentioned yesterday at the football, Bruce, to you, you can throw the ball back to the player and the fuller knocks his teeth out. Apparently you're allowed to do it. Greg Turville to the goal mouth. Russell Johnston. Neil Button. 15 metres against him. Johnston plays on to Hoffner. Turville in a run. Belton bodies him off. Cunningham kicking it forward. Well played, Brian Cunningham. But unfortunately couldn't keep the ball in play, or perhaps should I say fortunately, because Jim Michaelani was on his own anyway, and this out of bounds will at least slow it up and give the Port Adelaide defence an opportunity.
Michaelani short to Fosdyke. Now Fosdyke's got some space, he fell over, now he balances, drop punt towards the goal square. Button, Hughes, Button high, Roberts, missed. Roberts has kicked a number of goals this year for Norwood. If Neil Barn could have had any, he would have loved one there. 16-4 to 13-17. 100 to 95. And Danny Hughes will screw punt the ball to the centre of the ground. Just getting ready. Gallagher takes them out.
Oh, he's cool. No panic on that take. He's given it to Ace too. That's a free kick that both players spoiling. But Button's given Keith Thomas the play. And he's kicked the goal.
And so Keith Thomas has got 2, and the Redlegs sneak away. 17-4, 106 to 13-7, 95. Michael Ace hurt, but Gallagher was the winner. He just stood his ground. He saw the ball coming, and his kick to Ace was a beauty. Ace didn't get the free kick, but Keithy Thomas ran in and made a certainty of it.
Paul Precia falls over. Neagle with an opportunity. Into the square. Ace in front. Spoiled away by Hughes. Button. Ace unloaded. Thomas falls on top of it. He's holding ball. He's not holding the ball. The umpire's going to bounce it. Port Adelaide players showing great discretion there. Just picked him up. But he wasn't penalised.
Norwood a bit lucky there. Greg Thomas flabbergasted. Didn't know what to do. Button laid it down towards Neagle. The Bear tries to break through. Adler. A little kick. Greg Thomas has got some toe. Hubbard's is after him. A quick kick by Greg Thomas. Roberts has marked it.
See, that was a magnificent bit of play by Thomas. Running out there into that pocket, then getting the ball around his body and actually pulling it back into a scoring area. And Neville Roberts, with a fly at the ball from behind, takes a very well judged mark. Will the kick be as well judged? 21 minutes, 15 seconds in the last quarter.
He's kicked over 80 goals this year, Neville Roberts. He's 20 metres out. The Port fans willing to miss. The Norwood fans hold their hands and hope. And Rocky's got 6. And the Redlegs are 18-4 and the Magpies are 14-17. And we've been playing almost 22 minutes. Johnston won it. Cunningham tried to. Gallagher again. To Schmal. To Gallagher.
Oh, the little Norwood champ.
To Greg Thomas who can run. Oh, that's danger. McIntosh. Porplesia did very well. Turville. Also there, Giles. Giles fell over in exhaustion. McIntosh is there, and it'll be a ball in. Philip Gallagher, the big winner. That little chip pass. 18-4. 22 shots to 31. Button from the back. McIntosh. Oh, gee.
That's bad luck. Port Adelaide player went to hit the ball, and McIntosh went in quickly and just ran into the arm.
Andy Porplesia, a very fair player, and he was going for the ball. McIntosh also going for the ball.
McIntosh just went for it strongly enough to get his hands on it.
John Cale is leaving the grandstand and going down towards the oval as McIntosh with a drop punt. Roberts setting himself. And he's going to be paid it.
Roberts and Fosdyke both up there.
I reckon Fosdyke touched it first, but we'll never know. We might know on a replay. Would you back him from here, Robert?
I tell you what, with his kick, I'd back him 99 times out of 100. But I tell you what, when the pressure gets harder and harder, I reckon those goals look about half inch apart, Bruce.
And he's kicked 6-3 today, Roberts. It's 23 and a half minutes gone. Roberts is 30 metres out.
Right-hand post.
Norwood are 11 points in front.
Just running in with the leg. That's all he's got to do. But can he do it? He's the best kick in the business. He's done it. It's too good. The kick straightened out on him. Decide to miss if you're going to miss.
Peter Marker.
Well, there's a lot of tension here because it may well be that if Norwood win, they could still lose the match on that, having 19 men on the field.
Well, I think they'll win it, Peter, because the Big Bear's just taken a mark after Gallagher set it up. And Button's got the chance to put Norwood 3 goals in front. And I doubt whether even Port Adelaide can come back from there. Because we're 26 minutes in. And Button from 30 metres out has kicked 3 goals today. Drop punt. And Norwood looked good. Button's got 4. And it's 19-5 to 14-17. The Port captain takes the ball on the half-back flank. 120 to 101. Portlesia running for him. Neagle after him. Out of bounds. And so Norwood are home. It's the Bays and the Magpies at Football Park in the preliminary final. And the winner's got to butter up against the Redlegs. Michael Annie's done a job and a half. McIntosh tries to break Belton's tackle. Belton across towards Portlesia. The siren sounds. And Neil Barnes Redlegs win 19-6-120 to John Cahill's Port Adelaide's 14-17, 101 in the second semi-final at Football Park. And a very big crowd of 37,276 watched a great game. 19-6-120 to 14-17, 101. Norwood kicked so accurately in the first half. Roberts got 6, Button 4, Turnbull 2, Neagle 2 and Keith Thomas 2.